We had it on mute. It wasn't the mic this time. It was me not pressing the button. Oh my God. Okay. Happy Sunday.
Everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. It's also Rose Festival week in Portland, and it always rains. So if you guys don't know what Rose Festival is, just Google it. It's just kind of like a parade
with
and
roses,
and there's activities going on.
Yeah.
It's all this stuff. I don't know. For a show tomorrow that I'm putting together, do you know that someone I really want to thank everybody, because I did this whole expose on mattress and I put it up and I tagged Us Weekly. And then I was asking people, if you have anything, just send it to me. Do you know that there's a video that she made saying that the Queen's Jubilee was not successful? It was not what the royal family thought it was going to be. Like, it was kind of a bust.
That's mean.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it tomorrow for the show tomorrow, because I was like shocked. I was like, what?
Not cool,
so I'm
dude.
going to read.
Not
While
cool.
Stephanie does her Instagram thing, I'm going to read some comments, and I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm wearing my Oilers toque. Stephanie, come on. Stephanie, I need you to freaking do it, dude. I put on my Oilers toque today because they are playing. So go Oilers.
Go
Hi, girls.
Oilers.
This is how you recover from major surgery, watching TWiN Talk in my own bed. Oh my God. That's so nice. Awesome. Here's my glasses, Diane. Nice specs. A lot of you like them. Stephanie, I need you to finish this so you can be present. Okay. She loves doing the Instagram thing right when we start the show. Nerd alert. Do you know that somebody on our somebody mentioned, I think I put it up on Facebook or something, the little clip of the glasses, and somebody said you shouldn't say those things about yourself because your body doesn't know you're joking. Now, I'm sure she meant that in the nicest way possible. But what? I call myself names all the time. If you can't make fun of yourself, then, oh my God, you guys don't have a show on YouTube. That's for sure. You look great in glasses, Nancy. Thank you, Brenda. How's your day going? Hope everyone's fine. I want to talk to you guys about our animal rescue today. We had a wonderful person send us these soap dispensers with little animal paws around them. And it was so nice. And they are from Amy's Angels Rescue, Dog Rescue in North Carolina. And their mission is to rescue abandoned, neglected, and helpless animals and place them into loving homes. Right now, they only have a Facebook page. So if you want to go, if you have a Facebook page, go to Amy's Angel Dog Rescue, give them a follow. They have tons of volunteers. I actually did some research on them. I want to find out how to help them more in the future, because right now they don't have a website. They're small, but I was reading the reviews on them because I always like to do research. I don't want to tell you guys to give money to something that I haven't done research on myself, but they have the most positive reviews, you guys. They have been helping animals. They have tons of volunteers. They're a foster program. Now, if you enjoy this show and you have a PayPal, a Zelle account, or a Venmo, you can go to the description box below right now and click on the links that I put down there. And everything's tax deductible. So we prefer that you give to Amy's Angels Dog Rescue. Give them a follow over at Facebook. I'm going to email them tonight and find out how we can get involved with them more, maybe get some more donations over there. For those of you who don't have Venmo, I don't personally have any of those things. Like when people say PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, I don't even know what that stuff is. Cash App, I don't have any of that stuff. I think Dad has a PayPal account for the company, and that's it. But like literally, I don't go through any of that stuff. So if you don't, that's fine. They have an email that I put up there. You can also email them and see if there's any way you can get a donation. I know that they have also an Amazon wish list, but I couldn't find the Amazon page. So That is who we want to shed light on. You guys, if you live in North Carolina, you can fill out an adoption application and get something from them. You can also be a foster parent. Just a great organization. And this is what we were talking before we started the show. We said, this is what we want to do. This is what we want to do.
This is our life's mission.
This is what we want to do. We want to highlight small rescues that are doing the hard work. Yeah. And so the fact that rescues are now coming to us is just amazing. Let's see, the Oilers, 2-0 Oilers at the first. Go Oilers. The toque is working. The toque is working. Yay.
Nancy's toque glasses.
Woohoo. Oh goodness, I bet you miss your baby. My daughter's a nurse too. Oh, are you guys having a conversation? Don't worry, my mom will be all up in everybody's conversation when I teach her how to be our moderator.
Oh God.
I love you girls. Want us to send money directly to the charity? You guys are legit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know,
you guys are legit.
We definitely were talking before the show, and it was about Megan. And we were like talking about her house, and like I was like, because I'm doing a renovation right now, and I'm like,
you are?
I wake up every day, and it's taken, and it takes time to get to this place where you're comfortable with your life. But I wake up every day and I'm like, okay, I get to hang out with my sister. I get to adopt dogs and take care of dogs. I get to highlight small rescues, and I have met like some of my, like you guys are like my best friends at this point. I talk to you every day. I love you guys. I have like all these friends that I respect and love. And this is the richest life anyone can live. And Megan's concerned about having 16 bedrooms and making more money and flying private jets.
Liz,
to me, that is insane.
Liz, that's where we got Brody. Yeah. We adopted a dog from the Asher house, and his name is Brody, and he's the light of our lives.
Oh, we love him so much.
Love him.
Thank you, Barsha.
Hi, Barsha.
Oh, I can't forget my boyfriend. I can't.
Oh, everybody drink.
It's a good life. It's a good life. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky in that department too. But it takes a long time. It takes a long time to get here. So but I think we have found a like-minded community who also feels comfortable with themselves and yep. Shout it from the rooftops. We don't like Meghan Markle, and we'll say it. That's one thing. Great channel. Thank you, Elaine. Oh, hi, Elaine. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in the chat for a while. Or maybe I have, but I haven't clicked on you. Okay, let's talk about Princess Catherine and Prince William. He sort of like is, okay, Stephanie thinks it's a clap back to African parks, but I don't think so, because it takes a while to do what Prince William has done. Okay. My boyfriend just texted me and said I look hot. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Okay. So, oh wait. Hi. Oh, we have a question. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
That was not me. The mics are coming today. I know they're coming today. No,
Yeah.
I saw the tracking. Hi, twins. Just a question. Do you work, like have jobs? People ask us that all the time. I was a kindergarten teacher for 3 years in California because my best friend worked as the accountant and then I ended up meeting my other best friend. And I loved it. It wasn't in the car. It wasn't something I thought I was going to do, but I loved it. I got to work at an awesome, and then Stephanie was my sub. And then when we moved back to Portland, I worked for the Portland Jewish Academy for a couple of years. And then we were going to help out with, we were going to like take over Dad's business or something like that. But then we helped out with that. I'm going to say we've always wanted to help animals. And our parents are.
Why can't you just say no? We don't.
No, we don't have actual jobs. I guess this is our job.
We have a trust fund.
Our parents have made it so. Yes, YouTube is a lot of work. Our parents have made it so we've had a very comfortable life, and we credit everything we have to them, and we love them very much, and we have no problem admitting it. Because before it was like people ask, like, "Do you have jobs?" And before it, like it was like a dirty, like I don't know. And now it's like my boyfriend was
We
like,
were
just
actors.
own it.
We were actors in LA.
Kind of.
We did like TV shows and
I didn't like
commercials.
It. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You have amazing parents. Thank you very much. Thank you. I couldn't have a job if my life depended on it because
she has dogs.
I have dogs and I have a boyfriend who tours and travels a lot. So I have to always be, I'm always traveling like for a couple days here and a couple days there. So, okay.
Wouldn't be feasible.
Yeah. So Prince William, this is so hot. Get ready, guys. Prince William is, he has made it. Has he made it? A documentary.
I believe so.
Yeah. About park rangers and how amazing and hard their jobs are. Okay. Park rangers. Mm-hmm. This comes right off the heels of African Parks, the charity that Prince Harry was president of and is on the board, currently on the board of, had to admit that they were guilty of atrocities. We can't say it on the show, but literal atrocities. Look how hot that is.
That's hot. That's
freaking hot. So here's the video that they put up. Get ready. We're going to learn all about it.
I've had the privilege of meeting a number of rangers throughout my life. And I've seen firsthand the vital work they do. Yet their stories are often overlooked or misunderstood. The reality is that protecting our natural world has become one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet.
When we did lose the life of a ranger, obviously it just brings down to earth again the dangers that rangers face.
The rangers we meet in this series are an inspiration to us all. Every day they take huge risks as nature's front line of defense, between poachers and endangered species, supporting sustainable human-animal coexistence, and fighting habitat loss. As they work to protect our oceans, our forests, our plains, our mountains, and biodiversity, they're also educating, community building, and furthering science. These are the unsung heroes, the true guardians of the natural world.
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God. I'm going to give everyone a minute. Prince William has always had a passion for preservation and fighting tusk trade. I did know that. It didn't take Harry and Meghan to screw up African parks the way they did to give Prince William a come to Jesus moment. He's always been like this. And, Sussex Squad is going to say, well, he's just trying to copy his brother. No, you know how long a project like this takes? This has been, what is it? You want to move something? Go for it. Thank you. This has been in the works for a while for him to make this. You know how long it takes for a documentary like this to make? I mean, this is amazing. I cannot wait to watch this.
He's been doing this since his 20s.
Yes. And Princess Catherine has been there with him.
But Prince Harry's going to see it as like, oh, my brother's going to put this on, after the African Park stuff. And now he's going to make me look even worse than I am.
Of course. Well, I don't think Harry's going to say that. I think Harry is like, I lost this, I'm out. But I definitely think Sussex Squad is going to sort of spin it like that. Mm-hmm. I mean, for sure. But Prince William, good on you. Good on you. Also, I think that Princess Eugenie might be throwing some shade to Meghan. Because do you guys remember that 40 for 40 or whatever? Remember Meghan and the Melissa McCarthy thing? Remember, like, when Melissa McCarthy got markled?
Oh, yeah.
Meghan turned 40, and she, again, in my opinion, mocked the British with her tea. Yeah. And then Melissa McCarthy had, like, a cabbage on her hat. and then she was mocking the British too. Like all British people are like, I'm sorry. It was really, it was
rude.
annoying. It was rude and annoying. I'm glad that Melissa McCarthy since then has not had a successful project.
Yeah, she hasn't.
Look it up. Look it up. Look at the time she did it and look at anything she's done since then. She
Girl
is
got
markled big time. Okay. 40 by 40. So Princess Eugenie put this out a couple days ago.
What is it?
Watch this.
Everyone. Hi everyone. It is such an honour to be here today at the Garrison Chapel celebrating the King's Foundation and its 35 years. Woo. I am supporting the 35 under 35 program, which is mentoring 35 people. It's my 35 years and it's such a great thing to honour His Majesty's celebration of traditional arts, nature, sustainability, and very proud to be here.
So I don't know if the king gave her that as like a flex. I have no idea.
I think he's definitely putting more responsibility for her.
Yeah.
You know.
But the fact that it's 35 for 35
yeah.
is brilliant.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. I would like a lot of people do not want the York sisters to be involved.
Yeah.
I would personally like to see the York sisters involved more. The reason being is because the Queen loved her, loved them both. And she was very close to them. And I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. And
Let me see something.
what?
I just want to see something real quick.
What do you want to see? No, we'd see the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are having special guests help us play a game that Stephanie has no idea is coming.
Well, aren't we going to talk about other stuff with them though too?
I know, but they're not all here yet. Do you want to bring her on? One of our
Yeah.
guests is on here right
Okay,
now.
talk.
Okay, so we're going to bring up, but like I was saying about the Yorks, tell us in the chat, what do you guys think about that? Do you
trust them?
I trust Princess Beatrice.
Well, I'm just saying, do you trust Eugenie?
Eugenie.
I thought it was Eugenie.
No, Eugenie.
Eugenie. Okay. Do
Yeah.
you trust her?
I trust both of them to a point.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's taken a couple years, but I
Yeah.
think they got scared straight. And okay, Marcia doesn't trust, you don't trust Eugenie or both of them? Because I like Beatrice. I like Princess Beatrice. I feel in my heart, Eugenie.
That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Eugenie or Eugenie?
Eugenie.
I don't know if I'm saying it right. Really, has she earned the right? I mean, she was partying with Marcus Anderson and Megan in Toronto in 2016.
You just said you trust
Well,
her.
no. I kind of trust them. I don't think the king would give her a responsibility like that for the King's Foundation. This is his baby. This was this is a big deal to him. So I don't think he would do that. I personally think it's a good thing. I think there's probably been some showing that they are loyal now within the family dynamics. And I think we just have to, thank you. Eugenie. I did. They're saying it. I said it right.
I said it right.
Oh,
Eugenie.
Oh, okay.
You said Eugenie.
Did I say Eugenie?
Yeah.
I don't. Okay.
It's Eugenie.
I think it's Eugenie.
Okay. It doesn't matter. You say tomato, I say tomato.
Okay, let's see. I just want to read a couple of these. The York sisters are very close. It's hard to trust one and not the other. Imagine how close you two are. That's what I'm saying. Like Princess Beatrice might have been like, what are you doing, dude?
You need to get away from her.
You're freaking being pictured. Well, we did a whole show on this. I can find it and put it in the description after the show. But we did a whole show on this, how we think, now this was all speculation, allegedly, we think that the reason why she was hanging out with Marcus Anderson, she knows Marcus Anderson.
Yeah.
The reason they were all hanging out in Toronto, and then we saw her, is she was actually in the Netflix documentary, which was a total slap in the face to the royal family.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
We think it's because Marcus Anderson and Meghan might have something on her, like collateral. The same way they allegedly have collateral on Harry.
Yeah.
That was our thing. We did a whole show on it. We gave you guys
Collateral is going to take down Harry during that divorce.
Allegedly.
He's going to try to do it like Johnny Depp all over again.
I think we have, okay, the correct pronunciation of
Eugenie.
Eugenie. Eugenie. Oh, wait. His English is Eugenie. Eugenie.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
Eugenie.
What was I saying?
Eugenie.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, guys. Sorry.
Thank you.
But if the queen loves her and she's cool with her, then, you know, I'm cool. Okay, so we have a couple people in our chat, our friends, who are going to help me play the game a little later. Before that, we're going to talk about hairlines. But we're going to bring our friends in to talk about that right now. So without further ado, here's one of them.
Revealing
the narc. How are you, my love?
You guys have me crying. Hello. First of all, hello. But that African video that you showed with Prince, I was sobbing here.
I know.
So I might sound like nasally because I was in legit tears. It's so beautiful what he's doing. And I'm going to tear up again. But yeah.
Oh, don't tear up.
How are you ladies doing?
We need to figure out if we could like do a viewing party of that. Like if we can, I think it's going to be on like
every time we try to do a viewing party, or we get our show taken down.
It depends on the channel.
Yeah.
So it depends on what we're watching.
Right.
Who knows? Everyone's happy you're here. And then, of course, we're going to bring on the OG. I call her the OG, the original gangster. This person that I'm about to bring on, I got to say, when Stephanie and I started this adventure a couple years ago, she was the first one to get a hold of us and tell us, A, we were doing a good job, and B, if there's anything I could do for you to help you out, please let me know. She also did this thing where she was giving our names to other YouTubers and saying, you should have these girls on because they're so that's why I call her the OG. Our good friend, Sue Smith. Hi, Sue Smith. How are you? So somebody went to Italy.
You're
it was an early birthday gift. Of course, my birthday was yesterday. And I'm feeling old.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
21 again.
all of us are. It's amazing.
Always 21 forever.
It's a beautiful thing. Everyone's saying hi, Sue.
Hi, everybody.
Saying happy birthday.
Thank you.
We have one more person that's not on yet. Or actually two more people that aren't on yet, but they're not here. I don't see them. What did you think, Sue, about Prince William's new documentary?
Loved it. Loved it. He's just, have you ever noticed how everything he does with the Wild just works beautifully? And from what I understand, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I understand, he paid for that documentary, and those documentaries are not cheap. And he's in it a total of 44 seconds.
Yeah. Oh.
He didn't make it about him.
No vanity project here.
And notice it had to do with something of substance. It wasn't about polo, the most pretentious, expensive sport on the planet. I mean, seriously.
It was about the environment. When William says that he's going for the environment, or he's going for homelessness, or he's going for, that's why he's on the top 100 for philanthropy, because what he does is actually philanthropic. It's not to put money in his own pocket. It's for other people.
Well, Revealing before you came on was crying.
Revealing, don't cry, honey.
It was just so beautiful. And you don't realize how much we really impact the environment and how there really are people targeting these animals,
Yeah, and it's terrible. Terrible. 2 rangers were just killed. William did a post to them talking about how dangerous their jobs are. Their jobs are really dangerous. But again, William gets in there and it's fabulous. Everything the man touches turns to gold. He's really trying. He's really making a difference with the Earthshot Prize. Correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Harry get punks? He thought he was talking to Greta Thunberg or whatever her name is. And he was saying giving out money doesn't do anything. And this is going to be a waste. And he was caught on, he was caught saying that. And look how well the Earthshot Prize has worked out.
Yeah. They still say that, like Mattress and the other one, Meredith, Money Making Meredith, they're still saying the thing where it's William's a faux humanitarian. He's a faux his faux Earthshot. And it's just like, shut up, man.
This stuff is really working.
Well, it is really working because it's getting people like us who don't live there, who really don't have, and we're learning about all these charities and these causes that we would normally not be involved with. Like we did a whole thing yesterday where we did a whole thing yesterday where we were looking at old Sussex Royal Instagram pitch shots, and it was all of Meghan. Meghan would always put just a center picture of her. We barely knew what their foundations or what they were pushing.
What she was pushing,
revealing.
Because
I don't know what they're pushing.
Yeah,
I still don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, revealing. Nancy is.
Do you ever understand what they're talking about half the time when they're talking about their charity work, or do you just see? I mean, in my opinion, it's always like pictures of them.
Absolutely. I mean, look at Invictus. It's a runway for Meghan.
Exactly.
If it wasn't, why is she spending over $300,000 or pounds or whatever ridiculous amount it is?
Yeah,
on clothing.
Do you think she's going to go to the Invictus in Birmingham? But she'd have to return to the UK for that.
I don't think he is.
That's a really good question. I haven't thought of it. It must be like the most monumental decision she's ever going to have to make. Like she must be struggling. Like, do I go to get the attention? But then there's this really big chance I'm going to be booed. So.
Yeah.
I was wondering, and Birmingham, exactly. Birmingham right now is a crap hole. They can't even pay their trash people.
Oh no!
I have no idea. Or flour sprinkles. You guys are talking about her jam and flour sprinkles in the chat right now.
But I was wondering about that. What is she going to go? Because it's in the UK, and he's like, I don't see a world where I can bring my children. I'm thinking,
then they're not going to go. They also dangled the kids when they talked about Whistler. They kept saying they were going to bring them to Whistler. They're not going to do it.
There were some like little leaks.
No, they were doing it.
They were leaking.
But in my opinion, I mean, she is saving those kids for, in my opinion, allegedly, when she divorces him. I don't think she's not gonna monetize those kids until she absolutely needs to.
Can I say something? Let me say something. Yeah. And this will be in my video tomorrow. It's being reported that the Netflix deal, there's going to be a renewal just for Meghan, not Harry, because Harry's not sellable.
Yeah.
I don't think Meghan's sellable, but the problem is Netflix is in bed now with Meghan and her as ever.
Yeah.
So the question is, it's not going to be as lucrative a deal, but it's going to be just her. And I looked at my husband when I read that and I said, this is going to be her chance to get rid of him because now she's got the Netflix deal. She's got the as ever. Yeah. She's got the podcast. What has he got exactly? Senabale? No, that's gone.
Yeah, that's gone.
Rock people and nope, that's gone too.
Yeah, yeah.
He has nothing left. He's a stay-home dad that does Zippo and everything is her.
Yes. Revealing, which that's what you want.
Revealing. Do you think they're going to do that with it? I see. I heard rumblings about that, but I've only heard it from the Sussex Squad. I haven't. Was there an actual article?
It's in the Daily Mail. It's all in the news. It's come out that Ted Sarandos thinks that she is a rock star and that he can really do something with her.
And she might be selling him a bill of goods. Then he knows something we don't, because
Or he knows that she's
that's
going
what
to
I'm saying.
get a divorce.
He knows
soon.
something. Yeah, he must know something. And the
Yeah.
guy isn't stupid. I mean, he brought Squid Game to the US, so he's not. I'm sorry, the guy isn't stupid. I'm not going to say the guy's stupid. Revealing, what do you think?
I was going to say, you all bring up an interesting point about the kids. If she monetizes the kids now, she's going to have to split that money, that income with Harry, right?
Yeah.
So why do that now? Let the big payout come after the divorce is settled, and she doesn't have to give him a dime of that money.
Yeah, and she keeps putting a bigger bounty on their head. It's very dangerous what she's doing to those kids. If you look at how celebrities like to show their kids, we always use the same example of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Everybody wanted to see that baby when Shiloh Jolie Pitt, when it came out of her. We were like, we have to see those two and what they made. And they knew that. And they knew there would be a bounty. And 2 days after she gave birth, 3 days, they invited a crew into their home. They sold the pictures to People and People and Hello Magazine for $1 million. They then donated the money. They showed transparency. They gave it to the Jolie Pitt Foundation for refugees. And they said, look, that way you guys aren't going to hunt us for a picture of our baby. And it was the smartest thing. And then after that, celebrities started doing it because they're like, this is the only way so they won't follow us. And it works.
I don't care to see their kids anymore. I could care less.
But I
don't care.
But there are people that care, and she knows listen, it's a waiting game. Kim Kardashian did it. All of them did it. They all know that it's a waiting game, and the older they get, the higher the price goes up.
Ooh,
and she knows that. Listen, when it comes to stuff like that, she's not stupid. Revealing, do you think?
Can I say something? There are people in the chat and they're quoting Seinfeld.
On what?
They're saying you gotta see the baby.
Oh, you gotta see the baby.
You
gotta see the baby.
It's breathtaking. It's breathtaking.
It's like, oh, what an ugly baby. What'd you say? Oh, I meant what a snuggly baby. Seinfeld's the best.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, so I don't know what's taken the other two losers, but
if one of the losers is Miss Dollface, is that one of them?
Yeah, one of the
she has had a problem and she is not going to be able to make it, from what I understand.
Okay.
Oh, good. We can talk about her then. No, I'm kidding.
And Michelle. So let's just keep doing the show, and if Michelle shows up, because poor Michelle, did she tell her viewers? She told that her father passed away.
Okay, I didn't know, because you're about to say something.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't know.
her father passed away.
Okay.
They had the funeral, and so we're just gonna see if Michelle shows up.
Okay.
So she told her viewers.
Well, we can get to the hairline then.
Oh,
Okay,
this one's
so
funny.
this is pretty fun. Oh, wait. So Marie wants to say real fast, oh, your dog is so cute. I had an English bulldog. And his name was Levi, the light of my life. I still do not believe those are her DNA kids. Divorce hopefully would provoke their DNA tested and prove she gave birth for the line of. Listen, whether they're DNA or not, the reality is, I think, I'm not going to speak for everyone else. I allegedly think she did not give birth to those babies. They did not come out of her body, which would mess with the line of succession. Okay, that would mess with the lines of succession. Meg has receipts on Ted S. The divorce is closed. She has receipts. No, just as long as he gets
no.
Just get Squid Game out by June 27th, and then I don't give a crap what happens to Netflix after that. Just as long as that happens, okay? Just get it out. Okay, so let's talk hairlines, ladies. Let's talk hairlines. This is so bad. Okay, so Chrissy Teigen, our favorite person in the world, she recently shared with everybody.
Well, no, show the
Oh, I thought you want to show the one you sent me. I'll show you want to show
the
one?
First one.
Okay.
She put this picture up on her Instagram of her in a hospital, and she had like wrapped around bandages all over her. And so she puts that up first without no one knows what's going on.
I'm giving everyone a warning. This has surgery.
Okay. Okay. So she shows this picture, the one on the right, and then people are like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Then she clicks on, or then she posts this picture.
You want me to read it?
No. I thought we were gonna go right here.
Oh, you
Then
told me.
then she posts this picture and it says, "Hi friends, a lot of you wondering about my hospital pic, which is very understandable as I gave no explanation. LOL. I had a hairline lowering procedure. Lost a lot in the front from babies, and it's just very thin up there. When you see it on,"
Okay, I'll read it.
I can't read it. Well,
You need. She's getting used to new glasses. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Lost a lot in the front from babies, and it's very thin up there. When you see it on a carpet, it's always extensions. Well, we knew that, Chrissy. Anyhow, I'll share more later if you're interested in the journey. I love it when they call it a journey.
yeah, the journey.
because it really
she's getting
is
hair
a
plugs.
journey.
She's putting hair plugs in.
LOL.
That
So
looks to
what
me
kind
like a facelift, not a.
Here's the thing. Listen, this is something that happens to all of us when we hit a certain age and our hair thins. And now I noticed the other day that our phones now, do you know that there's like a special feature on your phone that you can now fix your hairline? Because like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, everybody's hairline gets higher as you age, but you can now fix it so it brings it lower
On
This-
your phone?
on your phone. I'm not kidding. I'll show it to you. There says
Okay.
hairline, and then your hairline will come down. I'm not kidding. I saw it the other day, and I was like, "What?" So this is weird, and this is not a I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be sharing this with young girls. I don't know. I don't know. Megan's having this girl as her star feature on her show, and it's all about positivity and bullying and all this stuff.
Uplifting.
And she's showing that she needs to get her hairline lower.
Well, I wonder if it was the same doctor who did Harry's plugs.
What do you ladies think about this?
Do you all think that that procedure comes with prescriptions to like heavy duty painkillers? Because didn't she just admit that she fell off the wagon?
Oh yeah, she did.
I don't
This
think
is like potentially, I mean, I don't know. I don't know
speaking
there's
is
wisdom in the timing.
it's a
good theory.
great theory, but I'm sure if she listen, it's not hard to
get.
find a doctor in LA that'll give you painkillers. You don't need to go and get a hairline procedure, but it might. I mean, who knows?
That looks, I'm sorry, but that looks to me like a facelift procedure because of the, that looks to me like they went, and pulled her,
Yeah.
pulled her face up. And that's what it looks like to me anyway, but
It's like when you say,
I'm not
I didn't
impressed.
pull my pants up, I just pulled my shirt down.
Oh,
I mean, listen, all of us, and it looks here like I'm
it happens
bald.
to
I'm
everybody.
not. The hair is gray, so you can't see it.
But it happens to everybody. It's
I
just
mean,
a fact of life. And what we're doing right now,
Listen,
what we're doing right now is we are giving these insane beauty standards to the girls in their 20s,
Exactly.
thinking they have to keep their hairline perfect as they get older, when it's a fact of life that everybody's hair thins. It's just a fact, and you got to live with it. Now you got this idiot walking around where this is Stephanie came up with a theory when he went to Lesotho, and then we didn't see him for weeks and weeks and weeks. Stephanie thought he got plugs because he came back with like hair here, but he was still really alarmingly
It looks like it's
balding
coming
there.
in like a chia pet.
Yeah,
you know?
like it looked like I've seen, like you followed what's his face, Perez Hilton. And
Perez Hilton had it done.
do you remember the pictures of Harry and Meghan sitting outside making those surprise calls to people that were not surprises because the cameras were set
Oh,
up?
I have that, my friend.
And you
read
could
my mind.
see the pictures. You could see on the side where they took the hair and moved it because look,
This one.
you could look above his ear, not where the sunlight's hitting it.
right
but
there.
You can see where there's patches missing because they took it to transplant on the top of his head. But getting older is just a thing of life. It's kind of like why I stopped dyeing my hair.
Yeah.
I turned 60.
What were you saying, revealing?
I was gonna say, or Megan was making him pull his hair out.
Well, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because obviously the evolution of Harry losing his hair has definitely happened while he's been with Meghan Markle. And I think what happened was the palace was doing a lot to help this guy out because he was obviously very sensitive about it. And then he moves to America and there's nobody helping him anymore. There's nobody sweeping for him anymore. So you've got everybody sending these pictures out and just making fun of him. He probably got sensitive. He probably freaked out and he was like, I got to do something about this because listen, he doesn't like the First Amendment or what. I mean, even this, they were not going to help him anymore when it came
to this man is a fox. And I'm like,
what?
The belly pictures I sent?
I'm not doing that.
Oh, we're not doing that. Okay.
No, she wanted to talk about the belly. Have you guys covered that on your show?
It's becoming mainstream.
I know it's coming mainstream.
What belly? You talking about Harry's belly?
No, the moon bump that
from the collage.
We talked a little bit about it on Dan Wooten, but
you know what?
I think she's trolling us. Revealing, do you think she's trolling us with that moon board or whatever board she made, vision board?
I mean, there's a reason why everything is so pixelated and you can't see anything. And honestly, I was saying this on one of my shows recently. It's just boring. Her Instagram is boring. I don't really follow it anymore. A lot of you already cover it and I just don't because I'm tired of seeing her strolling in the garden and pulling some roses and putting together. I'm over it. It's boring.
Well, I'm glad we brought that up about her thing. I've been meaning to ask you guys, what do you think about this inability to restock this brand? What's your theory?
She's going to blame it on her new employee. You know how they've set up the new royal court with all the new people?
Yeah.
Well, one of the people that she hired, her job is for as ever is to make sure that everything gets restocked and to make sure so if stuff doesn't get restocked, she'll just blame it on this person. But she'll just say it's not me.
We can always use the soundbite that she said on the Lima show where she said, people don't understand that you have to do this. You have to do the cadence
so hard.
And there's cadence involved and you got to do this and you got to do that. Like, I don't think she can at this point. I've been following influencers for a long time and I've never seen a line do this before where they haven't restocked in like a week. Have you seen this review? Do you follow?
I've been watching Shark Tank a lot recently. That's like part of my Friday rotation, and that's one of the big.
Loves that show.
It's great. It's great,
Yeah.
And it's like one of the biggest criticisms that always comes to these people. The people that are presenting, like, what are you going to do to scale up? What are you going to do when you can't meet your inventory? What have you done so far to make sure that you meet your inventory? So it's really shocking to me that someone who has a podcast called Confessions of a Female Founder, and they haven't even thought about how they're going to restock their shelves. And when it comes down to it logistically, I can only think of two reasons maybe that you can't restock. Number one is you don't have money to put in to purchase the product to sell it. Number two, there are items that are back ordered maybe. I honestly can't think of anything else holding her back.
Clifford thinks it might be the tariff. She can blame Trump.
All blamed in China because it's all made in China.
Yeah.
She can always blame him.
And that whole thing with her saying she was sold, tell me if I'm wrong, revealing that whole thing with her saying, and I was sold out in 45 minutes. I think personally, she only had like 100 of each item. That was all she had, if even. And that's why it sold out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's easy to sell out when you have 10.
Yeah, and I think what happened was when they saw that certain items weren't selling that well, like probably the cookies and the crepe mix, because all it was like flour, sugar, and dextrose, whatever the hell she put in there, and flour sprinkles. But I think they saw that, this isn't doing very well. I think the number one thing that sold was probably the jam, in my opinion. I don't even think the tea sold that well.
No.
Because the tea.
Well, several kinds of the tea, several people tried it. There was one tea that I watched somebody taste test online, and she said it was the most disgusting thing she ever put in her mouth.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying that.
And the raspberry jam, I think it's a raspberry spread. They call it a spread because it didn't meet the qualifications. They said actually it would go really good as something you pour over ice cream, but they said when you put it on bread, it made the bread soggy. It was overly sweet. It was, I mean, I've heard it over and over again how disgusting it was.
Really gross.
It's so gross. Decadent Dina said, didn't Netflix partner with her? Now, Netflix said they were partnering with her, but they also worded it
for the merch store.
But they worded it in a way where they were like silent partners. It didn't make a lot of sense.
I thought it was for the merch store, though.
We thought they were going to put her in that shop store that we go buy all our stuff for, like we're spending the whole month of June
Nancy.
doing Squid Game shows. Don't worry, you don't have to watch it. You'll know. We're not going to incorporate it
Nancy,
into TWiN Talk, but we go buy our merch there, our shirts and stuff, and like I haven't seen any.
I haven't seen any.
What are they gonna put? What are they gonna? What they can't sell food in there.
They could do sweatshirts with Megan's face.
And then I thought they were gonna do like pop-up shops, like the Golden Girls, like as ever pop-up shops. But then you have to have an audience for it. And the fact that her podcast did so poorly, and the As Ever did so poorly, it debuted at number 6, and then 2 days later was off. It proves that unless she gets hate watchers, she doesn't have the audience she thinks she has. So no one's going to go out of their way to drive to a mall on a Saturday and experience flour sprinkles. Nobody gives a crap. Like,
well, the flour sprinkles you can get a bag 3 times bigger than for half the price of what she's selling them. They sell the crap on Amazon. She's not the first person to ever come up with flour sprinkles.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but she's not. And as Netflix did say that this was the very first time they've ever done this. And this is a model that they're trying, but they've never done this before.
Well, they opened up, and not to bring it up again, I'm only bringing up an example for Netflix, but they did open up a Squid Game experience.
Oh my God.
I'm giving.
But Squid Game was like number 1.
I want to start this to the drinking
Stephanie,
game.
I'm giving an example of what Netflix said they were going to do with her. In New York, they're opening an experience. You can go experience Squid Game.
Right.
I got very excited. I'm not going to lie. My boyfriend is not going to fly out there and do it with me for some reason. And nobody else will do it.
I'll do it with you.
I'll do it.
We'll see, guys. Yeah, right. Okay. Anyways, if I can make it. But they're doing experience. Oh, someone said you fly out there for a Gone You experience.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're doing experiences, and obviously that's going to make a ton of money. I can't imagine an As Ever experience in a mall.
I can see the As Ever experience in a mall where they have a woman who's playing Megan and she's just yelling at you the whole time.
Yes.
And bullying you around like a haunted house and just telling all your weakest links and just all your failures.
Oh my God.
I think the experience would just be someone who keeps making you roll your eyes. I literally had the day after With Love Megan came out, I had an eye doctor appointment, and the eye doctor is like, your eyes have a lot of inflammation, and I only put it together later that I think it's because I had so many eye rolls watching it. Guys, I recently, just like serendipitously, I bought the Princess Diana, one of the famous scents and I'm sorry if I pronounced this wrong. It's by Penhaligon's, and it's called Bluebell. When I opened the box, I remember all of you, Stephanie and Nancy, you were saying that the jam box is very similar to Kim Kardashian's perfume box.
Yeah.
It's identical to the Penhaligon's Princess Diana perfume. I kept it because I was going to do a video of it, and that perfume came way before Kim Kardashian's did. So if it's if you look at the OG is Princess Diana's signature.
Wow, good
One of her
find.
signatures
That's
that
a fine because
Good find.
we could not pinpoint that
Where
box,
we
but
saw
we
it,
knew
it was a perfume
we said
box.
it on Zach's show. We said that it looks just like a perfume box.
Yeah.
And like it was crazy. What she
Yeah,
did.
do a show on that.
That would be
revealing.
great. Oh,
You know,
I'd love
I've been meaning to, but then I wonder if I like videotape it because I kept the box for that reason. But then I'm like, okay, what if someone does Google image searches and finds where I live or something because of what's in the background? So I've been kind of nervous about doing that.
And don't do that. If you feel any weirdness, then don't worry about it. It's
Maybe
not-
one day when I do show my face,
Yeah.
then I have the box ready. But it's that box. It's the Penhaligon's box.
Wow. Well, the fact that you said it, like, that's awesome. That's awesome that you found that. Yeah. It's like, let's see. Wait, Mike Zero. Do you guys follow him do you subscribe to him? He's great. I love his channel on YouTube. I heard from Mike Zero that Netflix is allegedly thinking not to go forward with Megan, just finishing the part 2 of With Love, Megan. Don't quote me on that because I may be wrong or misheard it. Okay, Pinky. Well, thank you for telling us that. And Mike Zero, he's a pretty good source. I actually really like him. Yeah.
Mike Zero, I was just going to say, several people have written to me and said, Mike Zero said that Megan went into a meeting with Doria and Doria yelled at Netflix. And I'm like, where did you hear that? Mike Zero said it. I'm like,
He said that. Well, then I don't
That
believe
doesn't shock me.
That is hard to
doesn't
believe.
shock-
I was
Really?
like, did this person show? I'm like, who is Mike Zero? I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him. I'm like, did he show any proof of this? No. Okay,
he was
I'm good.
right. The only reason I like his show is because he is usually right on the money when it comes to Disney. He's really good at like.
People are saying Mike Zero.
I love Disney. I
He
love
does?
Disney. Love Disney.
He's really on the money when it comes to like what they're going with the Disney Channel, like with their Star Wars remakes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's
Oh,
always
man.
right about that, and he was right about all the Snow White stuff. Like he had.
I'm
he had
gonna have to look him up. I've never watched him, but I'll
Yeah.
have to look
Hey,
him up.
guys,
I don't know anything about him.
Mrs.
say this-
Beaverhausen says Mike's recollections may vary.
It may, you know what, guys? I say this about even us. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. For the love of God, please.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But
Allegedly,
yeah, Marsha, he predicted how the
Disney
woke
blows
thing-
chunks.
well, no, he was the one who said that because of all the woke shows, like there were Andor, or I don't know, I don't watch the Disney Channel. I don't watch
The
that.
only Disney thing I'm aware of is the Snow White, and I heard it did horribly, and I never watched it, but I heard it did horribly because it was so woke.
Yeah, and he said that he was hearing rumblings before it even came out that Snow White was going to bust, and he was one of the earlier people. That's why I followed him. But
Who
like I
played
said,
Snow White? Who played Snow White?
Rachel Zegler.
Didn't she give a bunch of interviews or something and say horrible things? Something.
Yeah, she did.
She did. And they didn't like that. And then she couldn't keep her mouth shut. Like they had a talk with her, and then you know, I would love to go down that rabbit. I went down that rabbit hole one night, and I was up all night because it was so interesting to see how someone. Yeah, are you ready to play the game?
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna.
What's the
Everyone,
game?
are you guys
tell us
ready?
what it is?
Okay, well, I even had. Did you see? I had to cover it with a white slide because
Yeah,
I
I saw
didn't
that.
want you to watch. Is everyone ready to play my game?
We're ready.
I am
Bo.
so ready. Did we need to
Alrighty.
warm up?
This is gonna be a fun one. Everyone's
It's
ready.
gonna be all pictures of Squid Game.
Oh, I wish I wouldn't do that to you guys because I know there's a lot of people out there that don't. That's why we're gonna have a separate show titled Squid Game episode, so you guys don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Okay. This game I've been wanting to play with Stephanie for a while, but I'm glad I needed friends to do it, and I'm glad we did it during a live because I
Okay.
want you guys to play along too. This game I call "What the Hell Were You Thinking?" And
Okay.
so before we start, what the hell were you thinking? I am going to have you two guess what you think Stephanie was thinking before Stephanie can properly answer.
Oh, is this
What?
the-
Yeah, did you figure it
Oh,
out?
oh.
Okay.
Stephanie, I went into Stephanie's Facebook and Instagram page, And I took a screenshot of all the times she posted about Meghan Markle and how much she loved her and all the nice things she wrote about
I liked her.
But
before she left the royal family.
I want to know, what the hell were you thinking? Okay, so we're going to start with our first slide, okay? Our first slide, Stephanie put up for the royal wedding. And she was super excited. We both dressed up in our finest princess outfits. And Stephanie was drinking a bottle of champagne. Well, we were both drinking the champagne. And I don't know why I grabbed peanut butter to take the picture. I wasn't actually eating a jar of peanut butter. But Stephanie and I took that and we watched the royal wedding like I'm sure everybody else did in the world. And Stephanie wrote, Meghan Markle is proof that a liberal, childless, divorced dog mom in her 30s can still find happiness. Who else is ready for this effing wedding?
I was very
now,
excited.
You're not supposed to answer yet.
Oh, okay.
Revealing, what the hell was Stephanie thinking when she wrote this?
I think Stephanie was thinking of herself because she, at the time, was a liberal, childless, divorced mom in her 30s who is single. I mean, wait, happy. Sorry, you guys know what I mean. I lost.
Okay, but just to know, everyone's saying you liked her. I did not write this on my personal pages.
Yeah, we see Stephanie said
okay, I know, because people are thinking it was me too. Okay, Sue Smith, and guys, write your answers if you think it. What the hell was Stephanie thinking?
She wasn't.
Great answer.
Yeah.
Great answer.
Okay. Someone said I found a kindred spirit. Yes. Might have been drunk. Was that what you were? Okay, no. Steph, do you have an answer for that?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Revealing was on to something there. I really did admire her. She was divorced like I was, liberal. She was a dog mom. And you know, she could still have kids in her late 30s.
So she snowed you into thinking that he just fell in love with her.
No. Back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was in it to win it. Yeah.
Wait, there are some people in here that didn't watch the royal wedding.
You're so lucky.
Really? Oh my God. But guys, it was a royal wedding. You got to see the Queen and Prince Philip and Princess Catherine and the kids. Oh my God. I was more excited about seeing the kids.
See, there are people in the chat saying I also liked her. So, okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I did too, Steph. I didn't stop liking her until like 2 years ago when I started looking into this. So right there with you.
Yeah, in Stephanie's defense, she really did snow everybody.
She did. She
did a good job at snowing people.
And the palace did a good job.
Yes.
Because they hit it all.
Yeah. Yeah. And she also did a good job at like not pushing the racism thing, because we still, do you know that I found out she was biracial the day before the wedding when I saw her and her mom walk into the
I forgot
hotel?
Yeah.
I didn't know she was biracial. That's how little popularity she had in the States. I had no freaking idea. So there you go.
I liked her back then.
Okay.
Now I despise her.
Moving on.
Oh, jeez.
Moving on. Another Instagram that Stephanie put up. Meghan Markle refuses to wear fur. Stephanie wrote, "Thank you, Meghan, for not wearing fur. You are beautiful inside and out." I will go with Sue first this time. What the hell was Stephanie thinking?
Stephanie. You really don't want me to say what I'm thinking right now.
Okay.
I'm like, Stephanie, I'm thinking you were an easy target is what I'm thinking, because it just appears like you believed every freaking thing that came out about this. Did you also believe she was vegan and didn't eat meat?
I believed it.
Okay. Revealing.
Good thing I don't get paid for thinking.
Yeah. Revealing. Do you have any idea what the hell Stephanie was thinking writing that?
I do. And I want to not laugh while I'm saying it.
It's
easy.
Don't cut.
Okay. No, I wanted. Okay, sorry.
It's easy to not wear fur when you're married to a fox.
Oh my God.
Carte blanche. I never posted about Meghan Markle, and I can prove it. You can look at my old stuff. I never posted.
Okay, well,
okay,
well,
wait. But I have to say. So, Stephanie, you know how
I thought you were gonna ask me what I was thinking.
No. You know how Meghan Markle said she never wore fur?
Yeah, I know.
When Stephanie put this up on her Instagram page, I want to say it was. I have no idea what year it was. It was probably before they got married.
Yeah, it was.
I then showed Stephanie this immediately.
Oh no.
Here is Meghan Markle wearing coyote fur and a Canada Goose jacket.
Yeah, I know.
Do you regret putting that up,
Yes,
Stephanie?
I regret it.
What the hell were you thinking?
I wasn't thinking.
Yeah. You didn't think to
I
look
was
up.
thinking that I wished it was true.
So you mean to tell me you didn't think to do any, and this is the problem with the Sussex squad. You don't do any research when you say somebody refuses to wear fur. That's her in a Canada Goose
Yeah,
jacket.
that's not
Stephanie.
good.
Yeah.
The problem was she was trying so hard to project a certain image. And I think she didn't think to wipe the internet of the incriminating stuff
Well,
before this
I
happened.
think she had gullible people like Stephanie reading all the crap about her.
I was bamboozled.
So Marsha's like Stephanie was drunk. You should blame it on the
Maybe,
alcohol.
I was
blame
probably
it on
wasted.
blame
when
it
I was-
on the.
Can I just say that I also liked her when the wedding came about? I got a little bit of a weird feeling at the engagement interview, but I liked her. And I kept telling people she's going to get in there. She's going to make changes. She's going to be fabulous. It's going to be great. But then every time I heard something about her, it was she's taking a break. She's taking a break. I'm like, from what? And that was when I started to not be so happy with her. But Steph, I was like you. I liked her initially also.
Before we move on, Michelle is here. Hello,
Yay.
Michelle.
Hey everybody, how are y'all?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. My sister's here. She's hiding.
Oh, hi, sister. Well, we want to give you guys our condolences and we
Thank
love
you.
you. And
We
it's
love
so
you,
sad. And
Michelle.
if there's anything we can do, our community can do. I know we're here for you for 100%.
Thank you. We had the most beautiful service for my dad. We had a military send-off on Friday, and we held it together until they started playing taps.
Oh,
We folded the flag. It was very, very emotional, but I was able to give my speech. Didn't lose it. And MW says hi, Michelle, and hi to her sister. We just came from my stepmom's house, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff for my dad that we're unpacking, going through pictures.
oh,
We're gonna drink wine and order some pizza. We're having a sister night.
That's so nice.
Because she lives in Kentucky, so I get my sister for the next 2 days.
That's
So
nice.
That's wonderful.
That's wonderful.
Oh, everyone is so happy you're here, and we love you. And your dad sounds like a wonderful. Yeah.
Michelle, call me later. We've been in touch since this is all
Yeah.
going on. So just call me later.
I will.
Michelle, are you up to playing What the Hell Was Stephanie Thinking
Yes.
games?
Yes, my
You are?
sister's like, wait, so that they don't like Megan either? I said, no, we don't like Megan camp.
yeah.
Okay, so if you haven't caught up, yeah, we've been playing a game called What the Hell Was Stephanie Thinking?
Okay.
Stephanie, what I did last night was I went into her Facebook and her Instagram page, and I went into all the times that she posted about Meghan Markle.
Probably should have erased those.
She was a Meghan Markle fan. Listen, you can't erase your past. You gotta admit certain things.
okay.
And Stephanie fell for the Meghan.
And then when she did the Oprah interview, I shunned her.
Yes, I never trusted her. Let's just put it that way. When I
Okay.
read the Vanity Fair article, let me ask Michelle and Revealing and then Sue Smith where Meghan lost them. For me, it was immediate with the Vanity Fair article because in my mind, I'm
Wild
like,
about Harry.
there is no way that the palace okayed this and thought it was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Revealing, when did she lose you?
For me, I don't know how, but I started getting Cora emails and they were sending, I don't know, one time I must have clicked on one about Meghan bullying Princess Charlotte. And I kid you not, this was a year and a half ago. Before that, I didn't really follow her. None of that. So really for me, it's been about a year and a half.
Wow.
Okay. Michelle.
The question was I duped by her in the beginning?
What was the thing that did it for you? Or was it the very beginning?
Okay, so y'all know my history that I grew up on the tabloids. My sister can confirm. I was a Princess Diana fanatic. And it was funny because when Prince Harry was dating her, they didn't really cover that relationship a lot in the tabloids. Occasionally you get a picture of, oh, look, there's Harry and Meghan. I honestly didn't pay much mind to it because I thought, that's not going to work out. I mean, come on, an American actress, please. They're not going to get married. When they got engaged is when I was like, okay, maybe I should look at this girl. Right? I thought she was pretty. I know she did Suits, never watched Suits because you had to pay for it back in the day. So I was happy for him. And I was like, okay. But when I watched the engagement interview, I was like, I'm still trying to like her, but there was something a little off about her. But again, I watched the wedding because y'all know I'm a royal fan. I'm going to watch the wedding. I thought it was a lovely wedding, but I thought it was odd. And remember, the week of the wedding is when all that drama with her father started happening. And I was like, that does not happen for royal weddings.
Yeah.
Major, like, I was going to say white trash, but it's a little trashy. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's when my radar went off. I was like, then she had the one family member. I was like, oh, something's off here. So I think at that point, I was still hopeful. Even when she was a working royal, I was still hopeful, but I just never took to her.
Okay.
Tried.
Sue Smith.
Like I already said, I liked her. I thought, people kept saying that they thought she was a little off after the engagement interview. And I kept saying, no, she's going to get in there.
Yeah.
She's going to do great things. This is going to be fabulous. And then I heard they had to take a break. She took another break. And I remember thinking, taking a break from what? Like, your life is fabulous. Like, get over yourself.
Yeah.
And then I heard that she was complaining a lot about, I don't know what. I actually read, I wish I could remember where I read it, but I heard at one point she complained because they didn't have a cook. So whenever she was out and about and she got home, she had to cook dinner for Harry.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right. And herself, she was bitching because she didn't have a cook.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that a joke?
Am I showing too much cleavage?
Catherine was cooking for William. Sophie's cooking for Edward. Then I heard she complained because they had Frogmore Cottage and it was so small at 5,000 something square feet. She's looking at the houses that the Queen's children are living in.
Yeah.
Anne, Edward, Andrew, these huge palatial houses. You're not one of the children of the Queen. You are the wife of one of many grandchildren. Like, get over yourself. That was it for me.
Yeah.
That was it. I was just like,
Done.
Done.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I just want to say the consensus in here. A lot of people are saying the engagement video, no family at the wedding was a red flag.
mhm.
The Oprah. A lot of people were saying
That was me,
Oprah.
Oprah.
For me, hands down, Vanity Fair. I thought that was the weirdest thing I'd ever read. I thought it was very strange. So, okay, moving on.
Oh no.
What the hell was Stephanie thinking?
Let's play more.
This is another Instagram. Stephanie put up, Meghan Markle took this dog from a shelter pup to royalty. And then here is the heading. Meghan Markle's dog, Guy the Beagle, was saved from a kill shelter in the U.S.,
blah,
is
blah,
now
blah.
part of the royal family.
Okay.
No, I just want to read this one part. Meghan is an animal rescue advocate, and she has hosted many adoption events in Toronto. I never saw any of those adoption events that she hosted, Stephanie. Can you tell me? Let's go with Michelle. Michelle, what the hell was Stephanie thinking? Stephanie also went on to post these.
Stephanie's just
Same thing.
a person, and she saw the good in Meghan, and so she was blinded by the adoption of a beagle. See, Meghan fooled a lot of people with her pretending to be a nice animal lover. So Stephanie fell for the cute puppies and the adoption. And by the way, my sister used to have a beagle. And we're really happy that Trump signed that thing that they're no longer testing on beagles.
I know.
Hey. So the weird thing about her is I don't even think she wanted the dog. Is that the dog that she was like,
That's
Ella
Bogart.
That's
told
the
her?
dog
Bogart
that
that she dumped off in Canada right there.
That's the one she dumped.
She's got Guy on her lap there. These are just, you know how on Instagram you can post like a bunch of pictures. So
Mhm.
after what Stephanie put, she then posted
I
these shots
posted
of,
these.
of Megan with her dog because she's such an advocate for animal rescue. And so revealing what the hell was Stephanie thinking?
The first thing I thought of, I don't know if you guys have seen my post this week quoting that conversation between Kramer and Elaine about
I saw that. I saw it.
unbridled enthusiasm. And
Yeah.
Stephanie, you responded and you continued what was said. And you said something along the lines of, Billy Mumphrey was a cockeyed optimist.
I wrote that. I wrote that.
Yeah.
I wrote
Oh,
that.
Nancy, yeah, you wrote that. So
The
I'm
cockeyed
gonna,
optimist.
I'm going to say,
You're calling me a cockeyed optimist?
yes, because, and the thing is, let's be real, like looking at that headline, I would believe it too. There's no
know.
evidence to the contrary until now, but like at the time, it's beautiful until more information comes out.
I know. I got bamboozled. That's for sure. So Stu, what the hell was I thinking?
You weren't, again, because what you have to learn is that when this stuff comes out on social media, you have to do a little digging, because of course we found out now that Guy was not the beagle she wanted. It was the other dog. And then she tracked down the owner of that dog and offered to have play dates and remember all of that.
Yeah.
So it's like, she may have taken Guy, but Guy wasn't the one she wanted. And the other dog she dumped off because it didn't like Harry. So instead of, first she lied and said it was too old to travel. Then she gave some other, I don't know.
Didn't like Harry.
Right. And now we know, of course, that the dog didn't like Harry. And so instead of doing training to get him to like Harry, she just dumped the dog. And of course, we also know that Guy broke both of his legs after he arrived in the UK. We still don't know what happened to that poor little dog. But the pictures have come out of it in its, little casts with its little paws out in front of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really would like to know what happened to that dog.
I would love to know. Now, Stephanie, you said she's an advocate for animals and she hosts adoption fundraisers or whatever in Toronto without any evidence backing that up.
Yeah.
What the hell were you thinking?
I just saw the dogs and I get mushy around dogs, and I really wanted her. I really wanted her to be a good person.
Okay.
I saw a lot of myself in her.
Yes, I think. Well,
she
was appealing to women like you.
I saw a lot
sure.
of myself in her, but then the mask fell, and whoa, that's got scary. Then, so
well, that's why the Sussex Squad's narrative about white women don't like her because she stole a black woman stole a prince. No, this was her base. This was her base. This is who Meghan Markle wanted to grift off of because this is her age. West Coaster,
well, she's older
liberal,
than me,
has the money to buy her stuff. This was
older than me.
No, but this was who Meghan wanted. Meghan did not want the people that the Sussex Squad, whoever they are. She didn't want those women.
But Nancy, she's a narcissist. So like H.G. Tudor says, she used the dogs to triangulate the public into thinking she's a nice person.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Props for her.
Jesus.
And also keep in mind
dogs, and she wanted to fit in.
Yeah.
Also keep in mind this whole thing about with the Sussex Squad and who she really was. Keep in mind that her own agent in the Netflix docuseries said, I had no idea I thought she was Italian, is what he said.
Oh yeah,
he didn't tell people that she was.
Yeah, she didn't tell anyone.
This
anyone.
Time and age, it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. Nobody cared. And that's what I think bugged her, was that nobody cared. Like I said, I didn't find out she was biracial until the day before her wedding.
Nancy didn't know much about her.
Okay, so this one I saved for the end because this was the most.
I can't wait.
This was this is the most jarring one. Just get ready, you guys. Get ready. Okay. I'm going to show you the picture first. Stephanie put this picture up in 2018, and it's a picture of them at that Grenfell Fire cookbook thing, the cooking thing.
Yeah.
And she brought her mom, and and Harry came, and he was just wagging his tail the whole time. and he's looking all lovingly, and Stephanie wrote this.
Oh my God.
She got him to stop fishing and hunting. Is there anything she can't do? He's so in love. Cry emoji.
That is so bad.
Sue Smith. What the hell was Stephanie thinking?
Stephanie, you are such a sucker.
I know.
You are a
I didn't know
sucker.
I wanted it to be. I wanted her to do good in the UK.
When the video came out of that event, and you saw how she actually treated Harry and her mother, I might add. And she was grabbing his arms, and that was the event where her mother went to speak.
Now
and she
I
went,
see that. Now I see that. I was blinded by it.
Stephanie, Diane has a good point. If I were you, I would pull a Chrissy Teigen and say you were a pill popping alcoholic back then and had to go into treatment for 6 months.
But I wasn't even drinking.
I know, that's the thing. She was
that's
not
what's so
like
scary because you weren't. You were completely sober and slim.
I can't
Oh
with
my
you.
God. Stephanie,
Okay,
sucker.
revealing shocked. Revealing, are you still there? Or did you faint?
You know, Steph, you and I are kindred spirits because if I just saw that snapshot,
Yeah.
I would literally think the same. If I had no other
you.
evidence, I'd be like,
you.
oh my gosh, how sweet. Look, he's like so in awe of her.
I just
but
wanted them to have the best. I
That's
wanted
the
the
picture.
UK. I wanted the
I mean,
UK to have the best.
picture this as William looking at Catherine. Doesn't the expression look like someone who's just so in love, right? But
Yeah.
he's bamboozled, and yeah, he gave up fishing and hunting, but he gave up the zest for life too.
He gave up everything.
He gave up everything. And his
I am a cockeyed optimist.
Michelle,
So
what the hell was Stephanie thinking?
Stephanie, this was bad. Girl, this was bad.
I know it's bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you were drinking the Kool-Aid or something, but yeah, he definitely gave up all his friends, his family, his everything for her. So
Yep.
Now, just keep in mind, she has never, ever once even smoked marijuana in her life. She's never done it. I've tried it once. I didn't like it. I hated it.
Yeah,
Stephanie
I was sober as
has
a judge.
never even done pot.
okay.
I was sober as a judge when I wrote those.
Stephanie, what the hell were you thinking?
I wanted to see the good in them, and I didn't want to give up on them because I saw potential in them.
Okay, this was only 4 months after their wedding, so we're going to let this slide.
Okay.
Now, when exactly
Please
did you
forgive
start
me.
surgery? But the question, Stephanie, because
Yeah.
this is only 4 months after the wedding, we'll let it slide. But when did you actually start deciding, hey, wait a minute, she's not who she says she is?
Oprah.
Good question.
Oprah.
That took you that long? Okay.
It did take me that long. Yeah, Oprah.
And I would send her things. She would get annoyed with me. She was like, "Why are you so obsessed with this
I
girl?"
didn't think that they were going to go to. I thought they were going to stay in Toronto, or not Toronto, in Canada. I didn't know they were going to go to LA. Then all that LA stuff happened. The Oprah interview. That's when they lost me. That's when I shunned them forever, and I put a curse on them.
Oh, Lord.
Italian curse.
Heck
It was
is that?
We
An
did.
Italian curse.
Have you ever seen Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
Sophia
No.
on the Golden Girls, she's like, I put a Sicilian curse on you, and she'd go like this. And like we've done that before, where we'll just say we curse you, and it usually works.
Usually works.
And like we said, they will never be successful. We put a curse on them right after the Oprah interview,
Yes.
an Italian curse. And have they been successful? No.
no.
So go figure.
Well, I
I think it's
apologize,
karma.
guys.
Did you guys like that game? I thought it was fun.
I didn't like it at
She
all.
had no idea I was doing it.
I didn't like that at all. It was embarrassing. I have red cheeks now.
You knew I was
You
gonna
look
do it.
fabulous. You look gorgeous.
So I have a request for the twins. I don't know if they'll do it. But since my sister's here,
Yes.
would y'all sing the sister song when you have a
Oh,
chance?
sure.
I love that
Your
sister
sister?
song.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
my sister's here.
We'll
They do-
sing it for just for you, babe.
Feel free to sing along with
Yeah,
us.
everyone sing along.
Or you can sing your Meghan Markle song, the one that she hasn't heard. The girl, what was it? End of the road.
We could do either or. Which one?
Whatever you guys feel like.
Whatever you want. I don't know.
Let's
End of
just
the
do
road.
sisters. Then.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do it to the music like we did last
No, we could just do acapella. Okay. This. What's your sister's name?
My sister's Nicole. Say hi. Just say
Hi, Nicole. This one's for you. All right. Sisters, sisters, there were never such devoted sisters. Never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her, sharing, caring, every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrives from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home. All kinds of weather, we stick together, the same in the rain or sun. Two different faces, but in tight places, we think and we act as one. Those who've seen us know that not a thing will come between us. Many men have tried to split us up, but no one can. Lord help the mister who comes between me and my sister, and Lord help the sister who comes between me and my man. There you go.
Yay! Thank y'all. She's over here laughing. She loved it.
Oh,
I've
God.
never heard that
Laughing.
before.
We've done it before.
We did it when we hit 10,000
10,000 subscribers.
I missed it. That's
We
the first time I've
promised
seen
we didn't think we would hit it. And we kept saying we'll do something special. And
Yeah.
then we hit it and we were like, crap, we got to do it now.
it. What
Because
did
we
I
didn't-
tell you in the beginning when we first?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
No, I mean, I say this to everybody to this day. I go, there was somebody in the beginning that just out of the blue, I get a message and she gave us advice and she gave our name and number to Andy. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm on Popcorn Pal. I was a fan of Andy's and just the nicest person, positivity in the community. And Sue Smith, it was always Sue Smith. So that's why I call her the OG, the original
now
gangster.
Well, we're gonna end by going through each one of you guys. And Sue, what do you have coming up? Any new shows coming? Any projects? What are you working on now?
I have my video tomorrow. I'm doing my usual thing, Monday through Saturday videos, even though tomorrow's Memorial Day.
Yeah.
And my son is home from college until tomorrow after. Well, I keep saying college. He graduated.
Yeah.
But he's working in another city, and he comes home on the weekends. And every weekend he comes home, he brings home more stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's a nice slow move back into the house. And so just hanging out. And I will say that yesterday his car died.
Uh-oh.
We wanted the car to last him a long time.
Yeah.
And so he got my husband's car.
Mhm.
My husband took my car. And I had to go buy a new car.
Oh no.
No.
That's usually how it goes with the kids.
Yeah, exactly. No, it does.
Oh my God. So, but that's it. Everything else is fine. Just,
Cool. Everybody, please go give Sue Smith a sub if you already haven't. She has a great channel.
She's also got a great Twitter. I always say Twitter X page. She does a lot of breaking stuff over there too. So go follow her on X.
All right, Revealing. What do you got going on, girl?
Oh my goodness, so much. So much stuff. So yes, a couple of days ago, I posted a clip of Denzel Washington on the red carpet at the Cannes Film Festival.
Yes.
And I woke up this morning and that video on YouTube went from like 200K views to like 700K views.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened. And I did a long form video now talking about that clip. So if anyone's interested in finding out the history of what happened with Denzel on the red carpet and, having physical boundaries being violated, that's kind of what I talked about. And I'm also working on my other channel, Revealing the Crime. So, if you can go sub to either one of those, it's great. It's keeping me busy. That's for sure.
Oh, well, that's
guys,
awesome.
go over there and sub.
And you have an awesome presence, of course, on X.
Yes.
It's what it's what I noticed about you, and I'm so glad you made a YouTube channel because your X presence was amazing, just top notch.
And you know how the Sue's relation to you is what you two are for me, because
Aw.
it's true, because you did that video of me in October, and like you used one of my clips and talked about it, and then a couple weeks later you had me on your show. So really, I'm just so thankful for you two. You both are such beautiful
Oh,
spirits.
you're very talented.
You're
very
very
talented,
talented.
and
You all are.
I think everybody needs to just give a boost to anybody in this community. 'Cause,
Mhm.
we're on the side of good. Megan
Yes.
is wrong. She's a bad person. She's a narcissist. She's bad.
She's a liar.
She's a liar, and she's bad.
So Michelle, what do you got going on, lady?
Me. Well, I've taken a couple days off, but I'm hoping to come back on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
Keeping up with this crazy folks out in Montecito. And I do have a second channel, and I keep telling people I'm going to put another video out, but it's just no timing. But I do have one that I want to do. It's very, very fascinating. It's about Fergie's ex-dresser who went to prison for unaliving her boyfriend.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Awesome.
Yes. I love that true crime stuff.
Yes,
I love
yeah.
that stuff.
Help
I
him
do.
Palace to prison. Yeah, so I'm going to work on that hopefully, and then whatever we have coming on for the week.
Okay.
Michelle, we should collab on true crime stuff, and you too, Sue.
Good.
Girl, call me. We'll do it on your channel.
Good.
We have the Brian Koberger trial coming up.
Yes,
Okay.
that's true
Yes.
too.
You
That's
guys
coming
should
up.
do that. You should do lives on that. I would definitely watch that.
You
because
guys,
I'm so
I'm
behind.
good. Can I tell you all a secret?
Yeah.
I haven't told this publicly to anybody. So since 2017, I've been obsessed with genetic genealogy. I've been like, every time there's a crime that's solved with it, I keep saying, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. And 5 years have gone by. I haven't done anything about it until last Friday. I purchased a certificate program. I'm gonna do it, you guys. I'm so excited about it. It's so cool. Even if it's just talking about it on the channel, describing what it is,
Yeah.
even that is enough. But to have the ability of solving mysteries for people, whether that's cold cases or finding family members, I'm just so excited. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's so cool. I love that. That's so awesome. Well, you guys are awesome. Thanks for being our friends. Thanks everybody in the chat for being our friends. And we're going to let you ladies go while we wrap up the show, talk about our dog rescue
But
again.
thank you so much for and if there's anything we could do for you, just let us know.
Yeah, and we'll
But-
talk to you guys
Yeah,
outside. Yeah.
we talk all the
We
time.
talk to you guys on the side.
Thanks, ladies. It was fun.
We love you guys.
Bye, everybody.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to get. Okay, there they go. There we go. Okay, so again, we have Amy's Angels Dog Rescue. If you want to learn more about them, please go to the description box below. Email them if you need information. If you live in North Carolina and you want to give them some support with fostering or anything, that would be very helpful. We're going to get a little bit more information. Hopefully they will get a better way of donating money, because again, I don't have Venmo, I don't have Cash App. So if you don't have those things, I understand. If you do, you can go and give them donation money right now. And of course, Stephanie's book, you guys have been amazing. You guys have been
this is
absolutely amazing.
My book, my children's book on the importance of animal adoption, called My Really Special, Super Terrific, One of a Kind Dog, is you guys are buying them, and I'm just so happy about that, because all the profits go to animal charity. And it's a sweet little book.
Yeah.
It's a nice little tale. So I hope everybody goes and checks it out. And
Yeah.
again, all the money goes to animal charity, and you can just go to Amazon.com. We publish it on Amazon, and just type in my name, Stephanie Sidley, and it will pop up.
Yeah. And those of you asking about Sam, the German Shepherd, we're still on it. A lot of rescues are getting involved. The problem is Riverside County Animal you know, what can I say about the shelters in California, the state-run shelters? What can I
Yeah,
say? I mean,
it's
they're
awful.
they're awful, and Gavin Newsom sucks. So I know I'm totally
No,
serious.
I know.
And you know, and if a Republican or a Democrat, whoever becomes governor, and if they don't fix this problem, then they suck too.
I know.
They
Let's
suck
calm down.
too.
Okay.
So thank you guys for asking. We will keep you posted on that. Again, we are willing to write a check for $1,000 if any rescue out there wants to save Sam. And you want to get him out, We'll fund it.
We
Please
will give
get
you
a
the
hold of
money.
us. We'll give you the money. Boom. It's done. So we love you guys. Thank you for joining us. This is a
Thank
lot of fun. I
you.
hope I didn't give you a hard time. It had to be done. Okay,
We have we're in the morning, we're gonna record with Link Lauren.
Yes.
And then we're gonna record with Link.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be on tomorrow's show or Tuesday's show.
I don't know yet.
But tomorrow we are recording with Link Lauren.
Spot on with Link Lauren.
Very excited.
We love him. So, and then we'll do our regular show on our
Yes.
channel.
Yeah.
So, okay, guys, we had so much fun.
And the Oilers, go Oilers. I think they won. So, yay.
To the people living in the States, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. People in the UK, just keep on trucking.
Yeah. She's a libertarian now. We love you guys. Okay.
Love
bye.
you. Bye. Mwah.